I think one of the logical things that really helped me process these ideas and fears of hell was does anyone deserve hell?
Yeah, thank you.
And because that's a hard thing, because, I always had this concept where, well, Hitler, man, hell has to exist because of Hitler. I mean, if there is not, eternal punishment for this man, then there is no justice in the universe and in the cosmos. And, let's think about that for a second, because injustice, the way we think of it now and in a modern time, we think of a punishment fits the crime.
Mm-hmm.
So you take someone like Hitler, who's extinguished, over 6 million lives. That's almost incomprehensible evil. But could you possibly equate 6 million with infinity?
I'm glad you mentioned hell, because that was one of my big issues too. I could not reconcile my image of what you said, like a loving God, a nice God, kind.
Yeah. And
how can I reconcile that with a God that's satisfied with sending most of his creation to eternal torture?
Yeah.
How is my loving God someone I can be comfortable with? And when am I going to step over a line, and will I be with them too?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if wide is the road that leads to destruction, and narrow is, the good path, then he's telling us, I've created all of you, I love you all, but most of you I'm going to torment and torture for eternity, and a select few will have the pleasure of praising me for eternity. And I got the idea of, at what point is God going to be satiated with praise?
Yeah.
And say, oh, that's enough. Yeah, go have a good time.
Yeah.
But it's like, my role in eternity was really not very satisfying either.
Yeah, that was one of those things within my faith that I always had a little bit of a thing with. I was like,
I want to be creative too.
The way heaven was described to me sounded like I would get bored. Like, I don't want to sit here in front of a host of weird creatures throwing crowns.
Everybody stand up
for like ever, and just continuously falling down and praising and getting back up and falling down. And I mean, that doesn't sound like, that would be great for a while, I guess, but I mean, after a few millennia, I think I would possibly want to, try out some arts and crafts, maybe some hobbies. I would potentially want to explore what it was like to fly.
Just throw me a bone here.
Is there not more to do?
I mean, the idea, like you said, the idea of heaven was not all that attractive. I love feeling like I'm.
Oh yeah, and we wouldn't be able to have sex because there's no gender anymore, and you can't get married. No marriage in heaven. Jesus said that, so that sucks.
And they don't really describe relationships with each other in heaven. It's like, and there's going to be all these wonderful communities you'll be able to participate in. There could have been, but it's not spelled out. The only thing that's spelled out is line it up.
Is there like a historical society, that you can join, or like a bowling club?
But you talk to Christians, and they, in their imagination, they picture being reunited with family, and and all these. But that's something that they built up in their own imagination, and it's like if you're a literalist, which I think was our biggest problem, was we took the Bible literally. If you're a literalist, then you can't find it in there, then you're stuck with what's left. And it's like, gee, not very attractive.
I mean, that's the first step. I mean, eventually, you can't force it, but once you take that first step and you say, maybe this isn't everything it's cracked up to be. It doesn't have to be a traumatic thing. I feel fortunate. I think I got out with minimal damage. The people that were in my life really did love me, and they really did care about me. They just had some bad ideas that they believed in, and I don't feel wronged by anyone personally. I feel that any damage done to me was done by things that are really much bigger than any one person's intentions. And you know what? I'm okay. I have a good life. I have fun, and there's a whole world. Yeah, there's a whole world and universe to explore for us to do. We're having fun.